Montgomery Davis, and welcome to the Carl Minger Show.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube of the world, and welcome back to another amazing Kyle Minger Show video. And today, guys, before we get on with what we're going to be talking for today's video, Wes is back. He hasn't been in my videos for a very long while. He's been very busy lately with his schedules from work-wise or whatever, and he's back. So before we continue on, you guys are just our returning subscribers. You guys know what we do, but for you guys are people just typing in for those reviews and you see us, I'll tell you guys what we do on the Comedy Show. Basically, Wes and I sometimes just do big reviews, such as we go see movies at our local movie theater. Sometimes we do reviews for, Disney Plus, Netflix, and like I said, eventually, Crunchyroll reviews for anime and other videos. Gonna react to box videos, gaming videos, and theory videos, which we have done those in a long little while. But stay tuned for your future. Stay subscribed, hit the notification bell, so you guys get notified when we do those kind of videos. So today, Wes and I haven't done a video for like this in a very long time. You guys know us, we are big Marvel fans, and we haven't really done a movie in a very long time that is really good. But we actually were kind of surprised. So Wes and I went to go see
ThunderBolts.
Yes. So you know how those side characters in other movies we've seen, like Bucky and the Red Guardian and Yelena, they're always those side characters, but they all put them into one big movie, and we gotta tell you guys. We'll tell you guys what we thought about this. So Wes, take it away.
Well, in other words, this movie is practically a good commercial for antidepressants.
Oh yeah.
If you've seen it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is not hiding its message about depression.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Actually, that was actually the good part of the film. It actually added a superhero villainous take to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it
something
worked.
different.
And it worked.
It did. It literally did.
So yeah. So I was aware the ThunderBolts movie were gonna come on their Avengers lineup, but I was really gonna thought like it was gonna be with the Red Hulk in there.
Yeah.
Because Thunderbolt was.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too.
But well, if you've seen the last Captain America movie, he turned to the Red Hulk.
Yep.
Went roar. And that's where it takes off. It takes place after those events.
Yep. And they did mention about the Red Hulk situation during the movie, so they do mention it.
So yeah. So we were gonna see this movie either way. Now I really practiced this movie because of its message. It is about depression and all and that stuff, and all these characters all have baggages. They're all villains.
Yep.
They weren't born as villains.
Nope.
All of them were either tortured or trained to be child-killing assassins.
Yep.
Or some guy with demasculating issue who gives them the super serum.
Yeah.
Walker.
Red Guardian, Bucky.
We all know Bucky's story.
Yep.
He's been there since the first phase.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was. And he's come a long way.
Yeah. So yeah. Now, the visual effects weren't that much spectacular. It was kind of more of a dreary film. There wasn't less color.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you. But it is a good movie. It really was focused more on character. And of course, the newer MC movies don't focus on the villain as much.
No, they don't.
But it was mostly more of a character-driven movie than anything else.
Yeah.
Sure, there was a little typical special forces get beat up here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But that's mostly the good part of the movie. It was more a character-driven movie than most of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you might not like that.
Nope.
And there wasn't that much humor in there.
Yeah.
Except for Red Guardian, he was the one who was making most of the jokes, but it's mostly a serious film.
David Harbour.
Trying to do a with an accent.
Oh yeah. He's quite the character, which we better know him as in the Stranger Things show on Netflix, which I think the next season's supposed to come with this year sometime, I think. Or
Yeah.
next year. I can't remember which, but either way. Yeah. Well, I think I totally agree with Wesley on the special effects and visual effects. There wasn't really a lot going on with that, but it was more near the end when they had that big epic fight. They had more of that focus during that time period movie, and it actually kind of did fit a lot more with the main character villain's powers, abilities. So, yeah.
So it wasn't like had a lot of energy like the Suicide Squad movie that
Yeah.
kind of could compare to it, because you know a bunch of villains formed to make a team. That's what Prickly Thunderbolts are. They're basically Marvel versions of Suicide Squad,
Yeah, basically.
but it didn't have all the finesse and the quick editing and the music and
Exactly.
the badass soundtrack. But it has that one song, that stripper song in a limo. I hear it in a lot of clubs. Bow, 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 bow.
I laughed at that point of the movie. It was great though. It was great.
So my take is, if you're not into a character-driven Marvel story, it's maybe not the movie for you. But I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
And if you suffer from depressing, this movie might speak to you.
Yes.
Because, Act 3, they don't hide it.
And the only thing about this Marvel movie is that Mr. What's his name that was supposed to be Captain America that never actually had his own movie. He actually was in a TV show with the Captain America and the Winter and the Falcon show, whatever it was. That's where he got it first appeared from. And now he's in a movie. All right.
Yeah, big screen debut.
Yep. Nobody else basically. Well, maybe Taskmaster kind of was in the TV show, and then they brought her back. But either way, it was a very interesting lineup between all these characters, and they face off against the big baddie, which we found out was another Marvel character. They kind of
Centurion.
yes, and which they made him very super OP, like holy freaking crap.
That's what Adam Warlock's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
He's supposed to be like Centurion, but
they ripped him off in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
they kind of made him.
They made him wimpy, really wimpy.
But basically, Centurion's supposed to be what Adam Warlock was supposed to be.
Yes.
Supposed to be, you know, Superman with a mental disability, who maybe suffered dementia too.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It is scary, definitely. But either way, there's not really a lot else that we want to say and spoil to you guys.
There's 2 credit scenes.
Yes, there is. There's 2. There's one mid, and there's one at the very end. And the one at the very end actually went really long.
It's
for a little
worth
bit.
it.
But it's worth to watch, because you guys probably have seen the trailer for. Well, I don't want to say too much, but a certain 4-men group show up at the very end.
Yeah, you could go to the washroom in the mid-credit scene. You could use that as a bathroom break.
Yeah.
But the end credit scene is worth it.
It is definitely. It's basically, you guys have heard, what happened with, what's his name from Ant-Man and Quantumania, how he's not in the picture anymore, and how they changed the name to King Daisy to Doomsday. Yes, they are lining up Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars, and they're bringing a whole bunch of Marvel characters into one big movie again. We can't wait until that happens. So, yeah.
So I give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5? I totally agree. So don't listen to all those other critics out there. It's like, oh, it's not great about every movie. Don't go see it, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to them. Listen
He's
to us.
trying to say is, if you see any video that says this movie is woke, don't go. Skip that video. Yeah.
Listen to us. What we're talking
We're
about.
real. We actually go see these movies.
Yes, we do.
The difference between us and those grifters, we actually pay our money
Yes.
and we actually go see them.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we actually go see these movies. That makes us better.
Yes, exactly. We're the true Marvel fans. Don't listen to the other
Yeah.
people.
Don't-
But either way, that's our review for ThunderBolts. And our next review will probably be sometime later this month.
maybe Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. There's 2 other movies that Wes doesn't want to go see with me, so that's fine. But we're going to go see Lilo and Stitch together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That movie's almost over 20 years old.
I know.
Original.
I know. And I recently just watched it too not too long ago. So we'll see what's going to happen for that movie. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry.